I'm recording my homily for Monday of Holy Week, which is actually today. There's a line in the Gospel today. It's very interesting. I had mentioned on Sunday at Mass how the entire Holy Week, the entire culmination of Jesus' life here on earth and of his redeeming, sanctifying and what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think. Anyways, his saving grace, the salvation that he's bringing into the world, all of it is in the context of treachery. All of it is in the context of deception and treachery, being betrayed. Whether it was Judas, Peter, the disciples fleeing, Pontius Pilate, all the Jewish leaders, the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees, the scribes. They're all plotting, not all of them, but those are plotting to kill Jesus, and the others are fleeing. And so in the context of all of this, there's this line in the Gospel today. Judas Iscariot. He's rebuking Mary, so Mary and Martha and Lazarus. So they're in Mary and Martha and Lazarus' home. And Mary is at this moment where she's anointing Jesus' feet. And the smell of the perfumed oil is emanating throughout the house. You can think sacramentally in a sense of chrism, and baptism, confirmation, and ordination. The smell of the chrism just emanates when you're around the person who was anointed, right? And so Jesus here is being anointed. And Judas is there. And he rebukes her and he says, "Why was this oil not sold for 300 days' wages and given to the poor?" Good question. There's a problem, though, with that question. He didn't care about the poor. As it says, he said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief and held a money bag and used to steal the contributions. So how does Jesus respond? Leave her alone. Let her keep this for the day of my burial. You will always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me. This is not Jesus competing for attention from the poor. He knows that the poor will always be here with us. There'll always be need for love for the poor. There'll always be need for money for the poor. But what he's doing is rebuking Judas and his superficiality. Will our love for the poor ever be as deep as if we put Jesus first? This is the tension in our world when we talk about like social justice. If people believe in social justice, but they do not do it for Jesus Christ, they do not love the poor because they see Jesus Christ in the poor, and because of that their love for the poor just simply emanates from their love here for God. If that is not the case, then in the end it will be Judas who's at work. Yeah, maybe that sounds harsh. If our love for the poor doesn't come out of our love for God, in the end, it will just be a reflection of our love for ourselves. It will be Judas at work. And so social justice must find its place first in divine love. Otherwise, social justice becomes empty and hollow. I think it's good for us to remember that. Vice versa. If you go the other direction, if somebody claims to love God, but then they don't love their neighbor, there's something wrong with that also, right? There's something hollow about that. It is not full, it is not complete, it is not true. And so we first go to Jesus Christ. We let Mary, Martha, and Lazarus set the model for us, not Judas, but we let them set the model for us. We give to Jesus first and foremost ourselves and everything we have, our joys, our hopes, our sorrows, everything. And then from that, if that is sincere and true, will come our love for the poor as well. All right. We're going to continue through Holy Week. God bless you.